All right, 1 second. We'll play it in 1 second. All right, I just wanted to show you guys. So I found this piano at Savers. It is awesome. Slightly out of tune. Actually, I mean, every single note is a half step out of tune, so it's in tune with itself. But we do intend to actually tune it to the correct notes. But 1 second, Isabel. I just wanted to show you. I need to show them the keys real quick, and then we'll play, okay? I just wanted to show you guys. We've got all of the names of the notes. This is middle C, by the way. If you have somebody come over and tune your piano, this is the set of notes they go by. So we have it labeled by the tuning note name, which is very similar. And then we have how it's shown on the bass clef and the treble clef, and then what it would be in relation to other notes. So this is B3 sharp, because it's the one right above B3. And so this is my plan for teaching my children piano. I don't intend to put them in lessons, at least unless they show extra interest, but I want them all to be very familiar with piano and music. And my mom did something similar with our piano, but she didn't have the notes pictured. And I think for me, growing up, not saying my mom did it like wrong or something, but I know I'm very visual. So for me growing up, seeing this would have been even more helpful. Like, we already have the C and the D and the E, which I think lots of people put on the piano. That's very common. But adding this, then they correlate this as they see this note. They also correlate those two notes written on the staff with it. And my daughter is 2, and I'm just about to show you what we do for her. This is completely on a casual basis. It's not like every day. It's not mandatory. I don't really make anything mandatory for her at this point. At some point, if we struggle with education, I might make it mandatory. We also have an awesome little floor piano. It sounds like a harpsichord. But she can play that whenever she wants. But Izzy, wait till I'm done talking, okay? We're going to show them how you play the big piano, okay? All right. So I just wanted to show you that. Pardon the laundry. I need to iron that stuff before 5 o'clock, because that's when my husband gets home. But I'm going to show you what we do for this, so that maybe you want to put your kids in piano, but you can't afford it right now. Maybe they're too young, but you want to give them a head start. This is a great way of giving them a head start and easing them into it. So, all right, Isabella, come here. All right, Mom's gonna sit down, and then we're gonna, I'm gonna move it in a little. Oh, is your toe okay? Okay. She's gonna sit here, and I'm gonna have her play the notes, and we're gonna say what note it is. So she's having the tactile of pressing down, she's hearing the note, and she's saying the note, and she's hearing me say the note. So that's a lot of sensory experiences that will help her remember it. And don't think your child needs to be Mozart by age 3 or 4 or something. That is way too much stress on a child. And when you try to make them, push them too far, it's going to actually make them have a distaste for the subject, because they're being over pushed beyond their limits. Oh, don't wiggle it. That's going to make the camera fall. Come here. They're going to feel over pushed beyond their limits, and then, hey, can you come sit on my lap? Come here. Sorry, guys. And then they're going to shut down, and it's going to be a lot harder for them to think about the subject in the future, even when their interest is peaking more. So make sure, don't push them beyond their limits. Just give them that sweet spot of information, so they feel interested. Can we do this? Is this a good time? All right. Let's do C4.
C4.
Say C4. Okay, this one's D4. D4. E4. F4. G4. There you go. G4. A4. This one. A4. Oh. All right, when you're ready. And of course this happens. When you're ready, can you press A4?
A4.
B4? C5.
C5.
So this is an octave, Isabella. Oops. And those are chords. So that's like all you really need to do with your kid is have them poke them. You don't even need to make sure they have the correct fingering at this point. At this point, they're just learning what they see, its placement, what it sounds like, and what its name is. That's all they really need to know at this point. And if once you've got that as a solid basis, then you can start adding in music, working on proper fingering. But don't push it too fast. Just like with letters, just give them time to absorb it. We've been working on the same 4 letters for 6 months. My kids too. Like, if she learns 4 letters this year and how to read them and all the sounds, that's fine by me. I mean, most people don't even start schooling their children till older. Like, I get weird looks when I say, oh yeah, we're working on counting to 10 and letter sounds. But like we're also working on piano notes. But it's so casual. I don't think Isabella even realizes this is school. I think it's more about showing them that interest and cultivating that curiosity about the subject so they want to go figure it out. Like, that's the goal of school. It's not to make them sit at a desk all day. Like, you want to instill that extreme curiosity for learning. And every time, sorry, I'm just going to move this because my daughter's kicking that and I don't really want to fight it right now. Every time, actually, lighting's probably bad there. Okay. Every time it might pass. And I'm not trying to blame the people who've done this. It was some teachers, sometimes my parents. Things happen. Nobody's perfect. I'm not trying to play victim, and I'm not trying to just talk down the people who've done this in my past. But every time something was thrust upon me so hard, and there was so much tension and stress and even anger that was coming from adults about a subject, I would shut down on it and I could not think about it. And sometimes it would take me years before I could properly concentrate in that subject again because it caused me so much stress. And I understand as a parent, you want your kids to do well, and it causes so much stress for you if you feel they're behind. But work through that stress and that tension because it's going to be so much more helpful for your child to catch up or get ahead if they don't feel tension about the subject, and you can just show them that joy to cultivate that interest. That's kind of part of the reason we're starting so early too, is I don't want to feel like I'm on a time crunch later. So we're just doing what interests her now. And it's more of a casual approach, but it's also, I want to make sure she graduates with all the knowledge she needs to know about the world. Or at least to know where to look to figure out what she needs to know about the world. Because let's be real, who remembers everything they learned in school? I sure don't. But sorry, that was a very long rant. I'm not sorry. You watched this. that was a very long rant. Just to say, I like a more casual approach, and it benefits me well, and it's benefited us well. So, if you liked my little tutorial on how to teach your kids piano casually, give this a like, and I would appreciate subscriptions. I have a lot of videos I want to put out. Like 20 of them are being edited right now, but I don't have time to finish the editing because, well, I keep scheduling over when somebody's supposed to watch my child. Completely on accident, but life happens. So I will post them at some point, and they will probably be much better than the videos I have been posting. But I figured it's better to post videos than to not post videos, and this definitely gives me a creative outlet, even if nobody watches. So, but if you are watching this and you like it, please subscribe, because then I know I'm actually on the right track with something. So, all right, have a blessed day. I would love to see you in the next video. Do you want to say bye?
Bye.
Leave.